So the button mappers want me to do a video response to their community question. Now I know I'm on hiatus, but I wanted to do this response just for the button mappers. So the question is, PlayStation or Nintendo 64? Now I already answered this question, but I'm going to answer it again. The answer is PlayStation. But I want to explain why I picked PlayStation, and my explanation is going to be interesting because I'm actually not going to be looking at these two consoles at all. I'm going to look at the next generation after those consoles to make my decision. Now a lot of people will be thinking that my argument makes no sense, but if you understand what I'm talking about, you'll see what I mean. I'm going to be talking about a few games that are on PlayStation and that are on the Nintendo 64. Now the games on the Nintendo 64 I want to talk about are Kirby 64, Star Fox 64 and F-Zero X. And the games I want to talk about on the PlayStation are Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Star Ocean The Second Story. Now, here's the thing, here's the criteria. I want to compare those games to their 6th gen counterparts and make my decision based on what games have the least success in their later years. So that'll decide which is the most important to me, because honestly, when it comes to those two consoles, like, I like both of them, but there is some bias towards me liking PlayStation because I grew up with it. But that aside, ultimately, it's what am I more likely to go back to? And really, this comes down to Kirby 64 versus Star Ocean 2 and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Why? Because F-Zero X and Star Fox 64 got improved installments on the GameCube. Now, a lot of people will disagree with me on Star Fox Assault being better, but I personally think it is. The only game that didn't get an improved installment on the GameCube is Kirby 64, which is a damn shame because it nearly got one, but it never happened. So, yeah. But Star Ocean told me in the time, which is the next installment in the Star Ocean series on the PlayStation 2, I have mixed views on. It is probably my least favourite Star Ocean game, which is kind of funny because I'm mostly a 6th gen guy, but the 6th gen installment of the Star Ocean series was not the best. So, yeah. And as for Castlevania, well, there were games like Aria of Sorrow, which I wasn't really a big fan of, but also, like, on the PlayStation 2, you got Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness. Curse of Darkness is my favourite Castlevania game, but it's completely different from Symphony of the Night, so really it makes no sense to compare the two. So really, if I want to play a game like Symphony of the Night, my only choice is Symphony of the Night. So my answer is PlayStation. Plus, Valkyrie Profile debuted on the PlayStation. So if it wasn't for the PlayStation, we wouldn't have a Valkyrie Profile series at all. So it's a no-brainer.